Hello everybody, this is J Money aka Jamil here, and as promised I am doing a video of a part 2 of test hands for World Chalice going second, featuring Zodiacs as my opponent. This should be a Trident, however some friends came over a couple of days ago, and one of them needed to borrow the Trident for the regional. Speaking of which, I am going to attend the Fort Worth regional. And, you know, for those who want to meet me, you can come find me. If you don't know what I look like, I'll probably be the only person with this mat. So if you find the mat, you find me. So we're featuring Trident. Obviously, it's going to have two materials because that's what it generally does. Hammer Kongs can have a material. And our set cards will be Solemn Strike and Pianissimo. We're going to try to play around and break this board and still keep Zodiac stunned. This card right here is a Whiptail in hand. I don't own a Whiptail, that's why. I mean, I would love to have had a Trident, you know, to have an actual visual representation, but that's probably not going to happen. Well, it's not happening, so. Right off the bat, I'm probably going to say, you know, my odds aren't looking too good, because a Trident plus a Strike is, pretty problematic. But that's also why I'm contemplating on changing the build just a little bit. I want to play a Time Maiden engine because I've seen that a lot more with 3 Time Maidens and like 2 Time Lords. I'm debating. I'm thinking Medion and Zaphion because that way I can. Both of those cards can deal with an established board, and that's what a lot of people that are playing World Chalices, you know, those who don't know how to pilot it all that well, but still pretty good, can still have trouble against boards like this with multiple sets and, you know, and some stun monsters. So a Time Maiden engine could be pretty useful. And the Time Maidens themselves are useful in the sense where not only can you dig out the Time Lords, but it's a level 1 fairy, so you can transmodify it into Lee, which is really what the deck is missing. Like, just an access to Lee from the deck to access the Legacy. All without your normal summon, if I may add. So it's another really good extending play. So I am looking to pick up 3 Time Maidens and a Medion. I do have Zaphions already, so anyway, let's get started. Okay, we have a Kaiju and we have a Lee. So we are going to play according... assuming that these are unknowns. Those 2 sets are unknowns. Generally, they search Whiptail in their hand. Even if they didn't, assume they have it anyway. So, this isn't bad. So what we're going to do is we're going to immediately Kaiju the Trident. Just outright. We're just going to put that there. So that solves our Trident problem, but that still doesn't solve our set card. But if we see 2, always expect a Solemn Strike. So here we go. Unexpected die is going to get me the Chosen. Now, if you're facing down back row, keep it there. We're going to keep it there. Just in case we get answered on the spot. Let's say I go summon my Lee and activate my effect to search. Well, this guy can very easily flip his Solemn Strike. Pay 1,500, negate, destroy, I get nothing. Now it's time to play our White Elephant's Gift and draw 2 cards. That's not that good. It really ain't. So, with this being said, let's see. I already normal summoned 2. So, hand 1 was it was a bust. Hand 1 was a bust. We didn't draw any other extenders besides White Elephant's Gift. We do draw an expected die. It probably would have been better to commence battle phase and just swing. But again, we didn't know it was face down, and we saw the Pianissimo we have to go through, but of course we don't know that. We still don't know it's there. So hand 1 is gone. Already looking grim for this build and looking really spicy and looking really good on the Time Maiden build. The Time Maiden could have given me what I need to out the back row. At least, if not at least to out the back row, to get the back row baited without committing my normal summon. And, you know, could have played my combo and it would have been smooth sailing. So, let's reset. Okay. So that was a bust. Okay. We have okay. It sucks drawing that lazuli though. We still have to get the Trident out of the way. So the idea is to activate emergency teleports. That is generally going to be good since Ram isn't, or Chosen is already in hand. We're gonna go ahead and summon out our Recover. And if I don't break any of these boards within my first 3 hands, then, then that's okay. Because a lot of decks struggle to boards like this from the get-go. Not every deck's perfect. True Dracos, even they can lose some consistency or lose a lot of their presence at times dealing with boards like this. And there's a ban list coming out, so I have a feeling we won't be worrying about this much longer. So, that being said, Recover's played. Nobody really strikes Imduke, so you're free to normal summon. It's fine. You're going to link into Imduke. They're not going to use Trident either because nothing really threatens it or nothing's really too big is coming out. So we're going to link into Ram. At that point, they would save the strike for the Legacy because Legacy pumps out 2. So again, this is where'd the Legacy go? Oh shit. Ooh, I totally forgot. Oops. Tribute the normal first. Imduke, it really no. I'll tribute the Recover, and then link. Make a Ram. This will be Chain Link 1 and Imduke will be Chain Link 2 so you can cover it. So they can't really strike you. So this would get specialed. And we're going to have a couple more cards get special summoned. Since we have no access to Venus, we have no choice but... Okay, we have Lazuli in hand. We have no choice but to activate the effect of Lee. They would still let it go, actually, to be honest. It's just like, what are they? They're not really fearing anything. So Guard Dragon's gonna get searched. Alright. With all this being done so far, I'm going to link into our IB. I do believe they would cease to Trident at this point because of the Guard Dragon being searched. So the opportune moment to use Strike, it's at a weird impasse. So to use Guard Dragon, the special. To make our other IB play. Now you don't want to risk the Whiptail. So let's see. We know Whiptail is in hand because it's always in hand. 2 Solemns haven't been played, so normally you would assume, hey, if you had Solemn he would play it already. You go now you would just link these. That's actually no. Link these. No. These to make Ningirsu. That will get striked immediately. That will get striked immediately. That dies. You're pretty much done. So that's hand number 2 gone. And keep in mind, the hands I'm playing out now is just purely game 1 hands. Game 2, it'll obviously be different. You obviously have your sides, and you'll have either your Time Lord engines, your Kaiju engines, or some Zaphions or some anti-back row going on here, to where this won't be too much of an issue. And also, if it's game 2, you're probably going first. Game 3, you're probably just siding a Kaiju engine and like a copy of Genzo, in case you are playing Transmodify. You know, I mean, every World Chalice deck should be playing Transmodify, but if you're not, the Time Lord engine is an option. Hand number 3. Here we go. Okay, we got Christia, we got Legacy. That's really not that good of a hand. Oh well, let's see. This can also give off the pretense that you need a board wipe. This also gives off the fact that, hey, board wipe should probably be in your deck. And indeed they will be. They will be in the deck after the ban list. Because as long as my body's shield is still around, and Ram is still around, and other things that float are still around, board wipes still aren't the best. So, yeah. You can already tell by looking at this hand it's going to be a bust. If you're going first, it's not too bad. However, you are going second, so all 3 hands, they are a bust. So, with that being said, 3 out of 3 gone. Should I try out of 5? Sure, why not? We have time. We are at 12 minutes in. Okay. Holy crap! You literally, ooh. Nope. Hand 4 gone. And for the record, don't anticipate these kind of hands. You almost never see them. And even if you see something like that, you have at least 1 to 2 spells to get you out of that, out of a hand like that. It's so weird. Alright, last one. Alright. But again, this is game 1. So keep that in mind. Okay, we still have Kaiju, we have Transmodify. Unexpected Die, World Legacy. Okay. We're good. Let's go ahead and Kaiju the Dryad. We're gonna Unexpected Die. The Shine Ball. Alright. Now that we have the Shine Ball, we can go ahead and Transmodify. Into our Venus. Obviously we're going to activate the effect. We're going to pay some life points. And they're going to flip Solemn Strike. Boo-hoo. That really does suck, though. Next, you will summon Exodius. These will get shuffled back in. They might Whiptail over the Hammer Kong. They might not. It's a shame you have to summon these in attack position. Otherwise, I would be attacking that. But what I plan to do is go into battle and swinging with Exodius over the defense Hammer Kong. And let's say they don't. Let's say they don't Whiptail. What you can do is you can send Lee to the graveyard. You're gonna take nothing or some sort of damage. They face 2, sack for Legacy. Since you didn't normal, Lee is going to grab itself by sending Legacy to the graveyard. And then Legacy is going to trigger. You know, in a way, this is another reason why sometimes summoning Exodius early is good, but I summoned Exodius at the wrong time. And what I mean by that is I summoned it after the Venus had already got striked, when I should have summoned it before it got striked. That way Venus remains in the graveyard, and I could have brought it back with Rom. Like so. You just summon Lee, you would search, let's say Guard Dragon, and you would link these two into Rom. Use a Rom, bring back that said Venus, start paying life points, and start a small combo. So, with that being said, the going second hands in this build, they are a bust. I did draw 2 extenders on average, but with every extender they have a disruption 4. So, and if any of the disruption is targeted or singled out on your normal summon, you're kind of in a bad. Actually, you are in a bad spot. Just scratch that. You are in a bad spot. You pretty much lose. But again, this is game 1, so we did learn something here. We learned that not all extenders can answer or can play through all boards. Especially if it's a mirror match and you're going against like Gamma Seals and whatnot. That is also something that I need to prepare for. Since I can't kaiju over their kaiju, that there needs to be something else that I can use that can't really be stopped or responded to out Gamma Seal. So with that being said, I will continue to work on this deck, and so should everyone else. If we start seeing a lot more of these World Chalices in play, especially after the ban list, that's when we really start need to work on things in terms of playing against the mirror match. Because the one thing I don't expect is to play mirror matches, because everybody's playing Dracos and Zodiacs so far, and maybe a few dinosaurs. So, with that being said, guys, thank you. Thank you for the support. As of recently, my subscriber count is almost tripled, and I will make another video in the future regarding World Chalice and its builds. I'm going to start doing ABCs and dinosaurs for a little bit. I'll go back to World Chalice when I get my hands on some Time Maidens and a Medion and a set of Rescue Ferrets so I can compare the builds. So, again, thank you very much for all your support, guys. ABCs will be coming in the next couple of days. They get more and more powerful with links. But that is all for now, guys. Thank you very much, and you guys have a good day.